This video is showing the bolt positioning tool. The bolt positioning tool allows to position the parts of a bolt set, usually the bolt or threaded rod, the nut and the washer separately, something that ProSteel can't do. The tool has three basic functions. It's creating a sorted list of the parts selected. It allows to position the parts, and it creates a parts list and shows that parts list of the parts positioned. Selecting the parts on screen fills the list. The parts in the list are sorted according to the positioning criteria. They are sorted according to the type, the size, the standard, the material, and the coating. The list is synchronized with the model, so if you select an entry of the list, the parts that belong to that entry are shown in the model. The positioning part of the tool has three functions. There's a new positioning, which is overwriting existing numbers. I'll show it. We have used start number 1 and we get the position numbers allocated. If we use start number 101, then the existing numbers get overwritten and we have position numbers starting with 101 to 125. The information of the position numbers of the parts are stored in the Node 2 property of the bolt set. There's an additional function that allows to insert a position flag in the 2D drawings. You just select the bolt and insert the position flag where you like to, and the position flag contains the position numbers of the parts of the bolt set. The other two functions of the positioning part are deleting position numbers and additional positioning. I'll show the additional positioning. What it does, it's reusing existing position numbers for additional parts. So I'll just select a part of the model. I get position numbers for these parts and then I'll select all parts. The parts that are positioned are listed in the beginning, the numbers without position numbers at the end of the list. Here, for instance, we have M12 by 45 DIN 931 18 pieces, and here we have 12 931 pieces that have the position number 101. If we use the additional positioning, they will get added to this entry. The part list is creating and showing a part list in this version of the tool. It's showing an Excel part list, but it could be any other kind of list. This version of the tool is customized for a client. It has three additional functions. The first function is a check of the color of the bolts. You know that the color of a bolt is defined in the bolt style, but you also know that sometimes during modeling the colors of the bolts are lost. I will show that. What I will do is I will change the colors of the model of all parts to bilayer, which changes the color of the bolts to cyan. Then I use the tool again, the bolt positioning tool. I create the list and the colors are restored. The other two functions are a check DIN 931, 933 function. This client is using DIN 933 bolts for shorter bolts and DIN 931 for longer bolts. The distribution of these bolts are defined depending on the diameter of the bolt in a file that the tool accesses. The third function is this add length function that allows to add a length of either 5 or 10 millimeters to either all bolts of a type or two bolts of a type individually. I will show both functions together by adding 5 millimeters to the bolts M12 by 40 D933, and they should get changed to M12 times 45 DIN931, because is the first length that's used as DIN931 for M12. We'll look where we have bolts M12 by 40. Here are two. We'll check them, we'll check their properties. It's a DIN933, no lock nut. We'll add the length. It says all bolts in set are changed. We see they are longer. We check their properties. The bolt style is changed to DIN931. Also the name, the positioning not yet, and also the color is not changed yet. What we can do is we can use the additional positioning to get them added to the M101 entry, that's the M12 by 45 D931, and we can use the check 931, 933 to correct the color of all bolts. Closing the tool when you are finished restores the original color of all parts. This was the bolt positioning tool. Thank you for watching this video.